Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now today we're going to be talking about how my image there is reversed. That's an interesting one. But if you look there, my image for what it says on the document is backwards. Oh well, forget about it. At what price point will you be a millionaire if you have 3 million shib? Now, this is a little bit of a tricky question. I have some other news to share with you today as well, like how Elon Musk on Twitter changed the icon for Twitter to the Shiba Inu dog. So if you go look at, instead of having a little bird when you're on Twitter, if you go look at Twitter, it shows the Shiba Inu dog. I'm not sure how long it's going to be on there. And if you look, Elon Musk has tweeted about Shiba Inu. Another thing is when we look into things, you'll see all these people on YouTube saying, you must hold 1 million shib, you must hold 2 million shib, or you must hold 3 million, 4 million. And today we're going to be going over how much shib you need to become a millionaire at 1 cent. Now, of course, this is before you pay your federal taxes. And also, at what at if you hold 3 million shib, at what price point does it need to get to become a millionaire before taxes? Now, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but there are some banks right now that are paying up 5% returns on your money that you have in your high yield savings accounts, which all you gotta do is leave it set in your bank account and you'll earn 5% interest, which is better than some of the stocks right now. So, depending on what you would do, if you had $1 million dollars in there, like let's say after taxes, you would be getting about $50,000 a year. Then you'd lose about 35% of that for your federal taxes. So, if you look into it, you would have to have more than $1 million dollars in your account to make it worth your while, where you could actually retire early. That would be if you don't touch the original principal. So if you went hog wild and you went out and bought yourself a new house, a new car, pretty soon you're gonna be broke and you're not gonna be able to retire early. But if you're let's say you would have $3 million sitting in different bank accounts, like right now, they're gonna have it pretty soon. We can have $2 million sitting in a Robinhood account, and if you pay their $5 fee, it's paying out like 4.4% interest, which would be like $44,000 a year per $1 million. So if you had 2 million there, that'd be about 88 million. Then after taxes, maybe like 50, 60 million, 50 or $60,000 a year. And if somebody can't live off of that, there's a problem, but they can't touch the original principal that's in there to be able to retire early like that. Now, I'm not an expert on this, but to me, it makes perfect sense not to touch your original money that you get if you actually sell it. Leave it set in the account and only touch whatever interest payments you're actually getting each month. So you're probably not going to be able to retire for at least a month. And there are stocks that you can put it into. There's stocks out there like Prospect Capital. Now, remember, I'm not an expert on this. So if the Prospect Capital would go belly up, you'd lose all your money. But if you diversify and you put it in a whole bunch of different companies, there's a whole bunch of them that pay out like 9% dividends. So, like Prospect Capital at 9 cents, you get about 6 cents per share. So if you put $100,000 into that one, $100,000 in a Pentech floating point, and you could basically per each million get about $90,000 a year. You know, as long as one of the companies don't go belly up. Now, let's say at $2 million, that'd be like $180,000 a year. Uh, so maybe about 135, $140,000 a year. So if you hold off for a few years, you can go out and buy your house, that $400,000 house, with the 4 car garage that's outside of town. Maybe like then the following year, go out and buy yourself either a good used pickup truck, because most millionaires will not buy brand new. They'll buy something that's only like a year or two old that's still underneath manufacturer's warranty, because as soon as you drive it off the lot, they lose a lot of value. But again, you don't want to touch your original principal. But let's get back onto the topic of how much, if you have 3 million shib, To get $1,000,000, at what price point would you have to sell it? So what I'm gonna do is use a calculator real quick. So give me one moment. Okay, and we have 3,000,000 SHIB. It would have to be at 33.33 cents to be worth $1,000,000 before taxes. Now, like I said, you're probably gonna lose about 35% of that, which means that you'd probably have about $650,000. So you'd probably want be better off to sell it for like 1,500,000. At a higher price point, you become a little bit more than like a millionaire or $2 million dollars. So let's say $2 million. At what price point would you need to sell your SHIB to get exactly $2 million before taxes? Now, remember, you're going to probably lose about $350,000 per million in taxes whenever you actually go to file your taxes that year. So you're going to have a little bit over $1 million. So if we go in and we use our calculator again, and this time, like the 3 million SHIB again, it would have to be at 66.66%, which I should have thought of that to begin with, because that'd be double of what it was originally last time. So, the it'd probably be better at 75 cents, or like it'd have to be a dollar to get $3 million before taxes. But if you're gonna lose 350,000 times 3, you're gonna be losing almost $1 million of that in taxes. So basically, if you wanted to sit on $2 million, you would have to sell it at $1 exactly, and then after taxes, you would have about $2 million. Now, like I said again, if you start blowing that money, you're gonna have nothing to show for it. But if you just, let's say, leave it set in a 5% uh, return on your money bank account, like they have out right now, that'd be $100,000 a year. And if you are losing about 35,000 of that in taxes, that would still be a lot more than most people make these days. But the thing is, the problem is, if your friends and family start knowing that you have money like that, they're going to start trying to beg and ask you for money all the time and everything else. So, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is letting all your friends and family know that you have that much money. Now, I just tell them that you're broke all the time, like, "Oh, I'm not currently working," especially if you retire early, just tell them, "Oh, I'm not currently working. I really can't afford to lend you money like that." Especially if you're not going out and buying a brand new car right away, or buying a brand new house right away. Stick where you are for a little bit, let it sit for a couple years, and then take cash money and buy a brand new house, or buy yourself that, well, not exactly brand new, but new to you house. Now, let's say at 1 cent, so we get like $1 million. Let me use my calculator again. We're going to go at 0.001 of a cent. You would have to have 1 billion SHIB. So if you think about that, so at 1 cent, you would have to have 1 billion SHIB to become a millionaire at 1/10 of a cent. So that should tell you something there. So you would have to have like 2 billion SHIB to get 2 million. You would have to have 3 billion SHIB to get 3 million, at 1/10 of a cent. So let's say if it would go up to 1/10 of a cent, it would, like right now at the current price, if I go take a look at my account, they're saying Shiba Inu at the time of the recording this is at point 0.00001115, and the last number is fluctuating a little bit. So that would be, so 2 billion or 3 billion SHIB. Let's just do 3 billion SHIB. So we're going to take 3 billion SHIB. Okay. 3 billion SHIB to get 3 million. Let's do it by the current price. That's currently showing. Oh, I did that wrong on my calculations. That would take way too much money to get enough shib. So let me try this again. So 3 billion shib. Actually, no, I think we'd go by $3 million divided by, there we go. That's still not right. Think I need to do it by times it or something. Give me one moment. I'm not used to using, uh, I basically haven't really been using math since high school, so I'm a little rusty on it. As you can tell by the gray hair, it's been a while. Okay, it'd be about like $33,000 or so in SHIB to get about 3 billion SHIB. So most people wouldn't be able to afford to get that much to be able to become a millionaire at 1/10 of a cent. So with with Elon Musk promoting SHIB like this and all these other people promoting SHIB, and if it would happen to go up to 1/10 of a cent, to get $3 million, you would have to have about 3 billion SHIB. Now, and of course, 1 billion SHIB to become a millionaire, but of course, you're going to lose $350,000 of that to taxes. Now, if you guys like this video, remember to click like and subscribe. Remember to remember to stay on our channel. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing on my computer. Okay. Like I said, Shiba Inu price is going down right now. Like for the day, it is down 2.73%. But for the week, it's up 4.14. So I'm not sure if SHIB's going to continue to climb or what's going on. I do know that 850 million, a little bit over 850 million SHIB, like like my equity right now in SHIB. Oh, I guess I shouldn't really tell you guys how much SHIB I have. I'll be having the scammers trying to contact me, trying to get money off me and everything else. I'm sure they'll still try, even if they don't know how much I have. They always try to call me. But I'd like to thank you guys again for watching the channel. Remember to click like and subscribe. And if you did make it to the end of the video, I'd like to thank you very much. I'm just trying to figure out how to end my live stream. Have a peace, everyone.